Well, friends, we now have our very own principal, Mrs. Nancy Devta, to share her pearls of wisdom on Christmas.
Greetings to you from St. Christopher's Academy. Christmas. What's the true meaning of Christmas? If I could summarize it in a word, I would appropriately use the four-letter word, love. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. It's all about love. It's easy to love someone who loves you, but we should love someone who you think that it's very difficult to love. Christmas is a season of sharing and giving. Give to someone who's not able to repay you. Share with everyone. Share with the underprivileged. And that's the true meaning of Christmas. I wish you all a happy and blessed Christmas.
Yes, now is the time for our variety program. And to begin with, we have our junior choir who's going to enlighten us with their music. Let's hear it for the junior choir.
Shepherds came to see the baby, stood by his mother's side. Here lay the Savior inside a manger. Oh, what a glorious night. Oh, what a glorious night. I hear the angels singing, hallelujah, let the earth receive her King. I know that love has come. Sing it out, Jesus Christ is born.
Do you all know what's the meaning of an acronym? Yes, it's a shortened form of a word, isn't it? Right. But do you know the acronym for Christmas? Well, our children will explain it for you.
C is for the Christ child born on this Christmas day. Carry a smile everywhere you go. This Christmas, let us make a sincere attempt to smile more and be cheerful. H for ever angels in the night. Hold on to our marvels. This Christmas, let us make an attempt to stick on to our morals and values. Our needs are Redeemer. You see others the way they are. This Christmas, let us learn to accept others and acknowledge their differences. It means to try and inspect oneself. This Christmas, let us make an attempt to peep into ourselves and make good those little negativities we carry.
Esses pasta is shown so bright. Share those in me. Let us make effort to share. Not only people who have love can repay us, but those who cannot repay us.
T is for the grievous men. They would ever trust in the Almighty. In this Christmas, let us learn to trust in God and all the good or bad.
M is for the manger where he lay. Make genuine relationships. This Christmas, let us learn to value and build true and lasting relationships. A is all he stands for, and a dash of love in everything you do. This Christmas, let us make a strong resolution to carry the essence of love wherever we go and whatever we do. Yes means shepherd's king. Shine as people of God. In this Christmas, let us learn to follow Christ, not only in words, but also through our deeds, and uphold the values of the Christ through our life.
Christmas is a season of joy and singing. So, what better way to celebrate than to hear a lovely song by our very own music sir? Well, children, here's a song by our very own music sir, Mr. Jonathan Matthews.
For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God. the everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace is He. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace is He. The everlasting Father and the Prince of Peace is He. The everlasting Father and the Prince of Peace is He.
Thank you, sir, for that beautiful song. And now comes the most awaited moment of the day, the Nativity. Yes, dear children, the staff, your very own teachers, have enacted a wonderful play. And are you ready to watch it?
We are about to enjoy a story that has been told and retold for 2000 years. The Nativity reveals something very special about God, that He was prepared to be with us and live amongst us. The story opens with a young woman in her home, Mary. There is nothing particularly remarkable about Mary. She was from a town called Nazareth, and she was engaged to be married to Joseph. But to God, she was very important. So important that God sent an angel down from heaven with a message for her. The angel told Mary that she is very special and God is with her. But Mary found it hard to understand why the angel had come to see her. Seeing she was scared, the angel told her not to be afraid. God is very pleased with you, and you will give birth to a son. You will call him Jesus, and he will be called the Son of the Most High. The Roman Emperor Caesar Augustus, who ruled the land, sent an order saying he wanted to count every single person in the country. So, everyone, including Mary and Joseph, had to go back to their hometown to be registered. During the journey, Mary was very nearly ready to give birth to her baby. Although tired and weary, Mary and Joseph traveled for many miles. They went from Nazareth in Galilee to Judea and then to Bethlehem. When they arrived in Bethlehem, they knocked on every door in the town, looking for a place to stay. But everywhere was full of people. Each time they were given the same answer: no room. Jesus had no room to come into the world. Joseph desperately asked for help, but the owner of the last guest house replied that he was very sorry, but all his rooms were full with other guests. All he could offer was a stable out at the back. They thanked the owner for his generosity. At last, they had somewhere for the baby to be born. So, Mary and Joseph went to stay in the stable. When the baby was born, they wrapped little Jesus in the clothes they had. Meanwhile, in some fields nearby, a group of shepherds were keeping watch over their flocks. It was night time, but they were surprised to see an angel of the Lord appear in front of them. The glory of God shone all around the shepherds. They were terrified. The angel told them not to be afraid, and there's news of great joy, good news for all the people of the world. Today, in Bethlehem, a Savior has been born, explained the angel. You will find a baby lying in a manger. Well, as if this wasn't enough for the humble shepherds to take in, the angel was soon joined by a huge group of angels called the heavenly host. So, after this, the shepherds hurried off to seek Mary and Joseph and the baby, which they knew they would find lying in a manger. They found the stable where the young couple were, and the shepherds went in to see the baby in the manger. A bright star was seen in the sky. Sometime later, more people came to visit. The wise men followed the star. Recognizing Jesus as King of Kings, the first wise man brought him gold. Frankincense was the gift from the second, because he knew Jesus was the Son of God. And the third wise man brought myrrh. He believed that Jesus was the Savior of the world. Joy to the world.
Well, children, it's quite common to see houses decorated with a crib or a Christmas tree, and sometimes you even see a star hung outside the house. Have you ever wondered what they mean? Yes, here we have our little ones to explain the symbols of Christmas.
Everything will be green all year. Remind that of them everlasting hope and life eternal. And that reminds that Jesus died of sorrow. The Christmas star represents the first star of Bethlehem that shone on the day Jesus was born. It also symbolizes the Christ is the light of the world. The angels proclaimed the news of the Savior's birth. They sang glory to God in the highest and proclaimed the good news on that first Christmas night. Bells ring out to guide us to lead back to the fold. This bell signifies that all patience sins God's eyes and He will help us. A Christmas gift reminds us of how God gave us a gift of the Son And thus Jesus Christ gave us a gift of all. This image is the symbol of never-ending love of God, having no beginning, having no ending. This one circle, maybe there will be three simple answers, eternal life. Olive plant represents immortality as well as crown of thorns won by our Savior. A candy cane is in the shape of a shepherd's crook used to bring lost lamb back to the fold. The Savior and often taught of us the Good Shepherd, guiding us back to the fold. Saint Nicholas went from home to home, giving gifts and celebrating the Saviour's birth. He wear red. It brings goodwill and love to all, like the Savior.
Well, children, you heard a lovely song from the junior choir, isn't it? So, how about our seniors? Yes, they are here once again to enlighten you with a beautiful song. Let's welcome them, children.
Shining up in the sky, Mary singing the
Wow, that was wonderful singing, isn't it, children? Okay, so let's keep the spirit going on. How about listening to one more beautiful choir? And guess? Any guesses about what choir this could be? Yes, it is from your very own staff. So here we are, the staff choir. That was power-packed performance, isn't it, children? You truly agree with me, right? Okay. So now may I invite the principal of St. Christopher's College and the correspondent of Christopher's Academy, Dr. Mrs. Nithila Devakarunyam, to share a few words. Please, ma'am.
Good morning, everybody. I am happy to see you all and be with you all today. We have been going through a crisis situation for the past 9 months. As an institution, we also face a lot of struggles. But God is so merciful and helped us to cope up with the situation very well. As we have reached the end of 2020, we look back and recognize how God has been guiding us and leading us. He equipped each one of us with the wisdom needed to understand problems, the courage needed to face problems, and the resilience needed to handle all those problems. I take this opportunity to thank the principal, the teachers, and the non-teaching staff who handled this situation very well. Even though online teaching was new to all the teachers, they learned it very well and helped the children in learning their lessons well. Whenever they faced problems, they never gave up. They came up with a lot of solutions to their problems. I want to appreciate all our little children who understood the situation very well and learning their lessons as they do in their real classrooms. I also want to thank all the parents who are very supportive and who are helping the school in all its endeavors. I wish you all a very happy Christmas and a blessed New Year.